Alright, what's up? I thought I'd make this short little video because I keep on seeing these videos or things on TikTok or things on Instagram or my friends talking about passive income and it really annoys me because I know how fake it is. This is just like, it's just like just to make you start thinking about it because I know a lot of people fall into this trap of thinking passive income's the new way, but they're kind of misinformed or led astray or just kind of like shown the wrong path. Yes, passive income is a real thing, but what you're being shown isn't really passive income. You can search up on any YouTube video and just talk and have the keyword passive income, and they'll talk 5 ways I made passive income, 6 ways I made passive income. Okay, yeah, but are you doing that? No, I just whatever. So it's easy to be misinformed when it comes to passive income, and I totally understand that a lot of people think passive income's like a thing. Like even some of my friends, and even I did. I even thought passive income was something that you can make a lot of money at, or you can earn a whole income just from this little thing that you started a couple months ago, and you barely have to put in any work. But the word passive is you don't really have to look at it, but it's like an engine, right? Let's say you have a car. How long would it take me and you to build a car? A long time, right? So that's passive income. It's a car. So once you build that car and once you have it going, it'll run. It'll run. You don't have to check it every second of the day. That's not like your job, right? Because most people work 8 hours a day and they're left with 8 hours after. Let's say you put your other 8 hours and you're somehow doing this miraculous strategy and you're putting these hours for months, right? And you're putting in like 200 plus hours at least. And that kind of business or that side hustle or that passive income, whatever you want to call it, starts making you money. And it makes you $50 and you're like, oh my god, I only spent an hour today and I made $50. Well, not really. You spent 200 hours to make $50. Now, I'm not trying to say that's not a big thing. I'm saying that's a huge thing. But don't get lured into this trap of, oh, I made a lot of money. Because let's say it takes you, I don't know, a year and you spend like 800 hours. I don't know, 800 hours, right? Okay, well, the average person in BC makes 29. So, is that a lot of money? You might think, well, yeah, 29 an hour is pretty good. So what if you invest that into, you know, uh, a job or something, right? You think, okay, if I invested that into a job, that'd be pretty good. You'd have an extra $23,000. So when you think of passive income, you have to think about all the time that you're spending, and does it actually equate to more than if you just had more hours at work? Because a lot of people, if they just added extra hours to their work, they would be alleviating a lot of the stress. Like, let's say, I know a lot of people don't like working, but if let's say you needed an extra 50, $100 a day, okay, well, if you made 29 an hour, you just have to add 2 hours to your day, right? You don't have to start this whole other business. You don't have to do that because that's a lot of work. That's a lot to do, right? But let's say this guy spends a year or 800 hours on it and he gets paid normally 29 an hour. He would have to beat this for him to start making money. In my eyes, to make money, right? And let's say he starts making $30,000 a year after the first year of nothing. Okay, so the next year he makes technically $15,000 on average a year. This guy is still winning because he's making 23,000. But after so long, let's say this turns into 60 grand, right? And he's now making 60 grand, right? Okay, well, 60 grand is great. Um and this is way better than this. So it's like that's where passive income kind of goes off. People think, "Oh, I can immediately start make some money." No. It doesn't work like that because if it did work like that, people wouldn't everyone would be doing it. That's the problem that I see with supply. It's simple as supply and demand. A lot of people don't understand supply and demand. Some people do. If you do, great. If you don't, it's not a hard concept. It's just basically if I have one of something, it's very valuable. If I have 100 of something and everyone has 100 of something, it's not that valuable, right? The only reason that no one sells shit is, well, shit's all around us and everyone can make their own shit. So it doesn't really matter. But if someone shit gold, yeah, now you're talking about a lot of money because not everyone can shit gold, right? That's what I mean. So it's not like you did anything wrong or you're wrong for thinking this. This is just like, hey, yo, you got to clarify what you're really watching or what you're trying to learn because a lot of people will try to learn these complex things or learn about passive income, will learn about business, but they're already starting on the wrong footing. That's the problem. That's where I started. And I had to backtrack. I already thought, oh, passive income's this, and I had this whole plan of how to make money, but then as soon as I started, I realized, oh, I'm completely backwards. And I did rethink a lot. I thought passive income was something that you invest a little bit of time into, and it just takes an hour of your day every week, and you barely have to put in anything, and it grows. No, passive income works like this. However much, it's like a snowball. However much snow you can collect, that's how much you can continuously push, right? Like, let's say I spend a month building snow into this big ball, right? I can push it around. It's not going to collect any more snow, but it's just going to stay just as big. But now I can push it around with an hour of work a day or hour of work a week, right? But if I wanted to get it bigger, I can't just continue pushing with that 1 hour because that's just for maintenance. If I wanted to actually start growing that, I have to continuously put in effort. It's like working out. People think working out's easy. It's easy once you're there. It's easy once you have a great physique, or it's easy once you have a lot of energy. So you can see people online talking about, oh, this is how you just get in shape. If it was so easy, everyone would be in shape. And obviously a very few amount of people are actually in shape. And that's why I see whenever someone's like, oh, I don't have time to work out. You just don't dedicate time. But then as soon as if I could sit here being like, oh yeah, you wanna make it rich, I can show you this passive income source that you can just be lazy, play games, you don't have to listen to a boss, or you don't have to follow the rules, you can make your own money doing your own thing. You have to worry. That sounds enticing. But if I had to sit here and say, oh yeah, to make it in life you have to put in a lot of hard effort and know what the plan is before you start. And obviously, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, don't change the goal. But once you start, that's the best time. And it's going to take a lot of effort. It's not going to be easy. You might fail 100 times, but you only need one success. A lot of people don't want to hear that because it's a very uncomfortable truth. And that's why the thumbnail had truth in it. Because I'm not trying to lie to you and say, oh, passive income's easy. It's not. A lot of people won't be able to do it. It's like if you spent $250 on a website and you bought $1,000 of inventory. That's not easy. $1,250. That's not easy. A lot of people will end up doing that, spend a couple grand on building the business, and not even know if they can make money with it. Right? And that's the problem that I see with so many people is they think, oh, I bought the supplies and I bought the website. Why is it not making money? Well, it's not that easy. You were told that it's that easy, but it's not, right? And the thing that I find is, if you want to make a lot of money, I know this sounds a little bit off, but if you want to make a lot of money,